Okay, here we go. Our first video. Doing this on our phone, so might not be the best quality. But anyway, we're going to try this thing. We haven't named our channel yet.
No, they named it.
What was it going to be? I don't know either. Oh well. By the time you see this in YouTube world, we will have named our channel. There's a lot of people out there that have channels that talk about full-time RVing. There's channels that, you know, people traveling all of these exotic places with their RVs and all that. But we're more the typical couple that we're at retirement age and we have an RV and we go around. So we thought we'd start our own little YouTube channel here and talk about some of the places we go. We're actually at a park today in Mississippi, South Mississippi. It's a beautiful park, Paul B. Johnson State Park. And we're gonna finish up this video with a little rundown of Paul B. Johnson. But anyway, we just want to jump in here and, you know, while we're in the car here, and start our brand new YouTube channel. I'm Larry and this is my wife Sansi, and we're gonna bring some videos mainly of where we go, which we don't travel that much, but when we do, we're going to do a video on the park we're in, the good, the bad, you know, what's good, what's not good, and what we like, what we don't like. And same way with the RV, when we run into things that we like or don't like about the RV lifestyle, we're going to do a video on it. So stay with us, and coming up here in just a second, we're gonna do our take on Paul B. Johnson. So thanks for checking in on our channel, and if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. And we still don't have a name.
Not yet.
I don't know. We'll come up with a name. So we'll come up with one. So hang in there. We'll be right back with the rest of this video. Thanks. All right. So. Okay, just like we promised, we're going to do a video on Paul B. Johnson. Paul B. Johnson is a nice state park you can see out front. This is the main entrance coming in. It's a little tight for your RV side, but very doable. They have some swimming areas and a lot of fishing goes on out here. There's no one at the gate right now because it's February, so I can just kind of ease right on through. But you see they got nice roads. They got a nice lake out here to our right. The camping area is all the way around to the upper end of the lake, but it's an easy drive. We've been here so far for about a week, and it's been very pleasant. The rangers come around regularly. They make sure there's nothing going on in the park that shouldn't be, and they're very friendly. They stop and talk, and there's very nice people. They've been very easy to deal with. What do you think, Sansi? Okay, we're continuing on around the lake. This is a spillway. Most of the time it has water coming across it, normally no more than a couple of inches. Right now they have the lake drawn down, so it's dry, but if you come in here, expect to see some water coming across this, but it's no issue. You can drive right across it. All right, coming off of the spillway, I just want to show to the right just what this state park looks like. They got nice picnic areas. During the summer, a lot of people come out and rent a pavilion, and a lot of activity out here during the summertime. It's like I said before, it's February right now, so it's kind of quiet. They also have disc golf. That seems to be a sport around here that's kind of catching on. So you'll see groups out here playing the disc golf from time to time. All right, we wanted to go ahead and show the main office area. This area has a splash pad. It's got a little man-made beach for swimming. The main office, it has some rooms in there that can be rented for meetings and such. And there's also a boat launch right down there. Some of the local fishermen come out and launch their boats. And once you get past that, you start coming into the camping areas where there's some pull-through sites. There's some cabins that can be rented. It's just a really pretty state park, and they got reasonable rates. I don't know the rates right off the top of my head. Maybe we can include them later in the video. I know we've got a site for $24 a night. that we're paying. I think there's some discounts for seniors. I think if you're over 65, you get a site in here for $17. If you're 100% disabled veteran, you can get for $17, I think. Here's some of the cabins we're coming by now. They're really nice little cabins right on the water. I think they rent for, I don't know, 70 something a night maybe. What we haven't shown on the other side of the road has been several houses or homes. They look like just your typical home you would see anywhere else, but in this park, these homes belong to the rangers that work here, so they live right here in the park, and that's really awesome. They keep a real good eye on the place and keep it nice and safe and clean. All right, now we're on the upper end of the lake now. We're turning into the campsite areas, and the way it's set up, you have basically a circle with campsites, and they have about 4 different circles. This is the first one coming up here, and you can see in February, and today is Thursday, so it's middle of the week. It's a reasonable amount of campers in here. It's not full, but there's plenty of people here. Usually fills up on the weekend, and during the summer months it's maybe not completely full, but close to capacity. So that was the first loop we came past. We're coming up on the second loop, which is where we are parked. We'll turn in there and get to our little home away from home. So yeah, here's the second loop. I don't know, it's the wind.
Oh.
I didn't think about that. The wind might be. All right, here we go. We're coming into the loop that we are parked in. Got some nice campers in here. Some nice people. We've met some very nice people from up north. They're down here escaping from the snow. Right now my car is showing 68 degrees. So it's very comfortable down here in the south. I want to get a shot of this setup right here. I think this is awesome. It's a couple of ladies that are traveling, and they got a really nice little setup there with their tent. Traveling with their pups, making their way down to Florida. All right, we got the lake right out to our right, so it's a nice view there. Folks to our left here that's from Wisconsin. They're down here getting away from the cold. And now we're coming up on our home away from home. We have a Tiffin Phaeton that we just love. Maybe one of these days we'll do an inside tour of that. So I'm gonna pull in here and we're gonna get settled, and maybe we'll do a little more on this video once we get parked and inside. So see you in a minute. All right, we're back with you. Well, first off, I turned my phone sideways instead of straight up and down, so the video might look a little different now than it did on the previous sequences. But we waited till late in the afternoon. When we got here a little while ago, the wind was blowing pretty bad, so we waited hoping the wind would calm down, but honestly it hadn't. It's still blowing, so if you get some wind noise, we apologize for that. But anyhow, to kind of finish up about Paul B. Johnson State Park here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, we want to cover good points and bad points. Good points, what would you say? What would you give a good point?
It's beautiful here.
It's really pretty here. So we'd call that the number one point is how pretty it is here. Number two, I would jump in and say cleanliness. The park rangers keep it nice and clean. 3?
Quiet.
It's quiet. 4, I'd say safety. You don't have to worry about anything here. Oh, I'm trying to hold my dog while I'm doing the video. Okay.
Not crowded.
Yeah, it's not crowded right now. Well, even if it's full, it's not crowded because I see what you're saying. The sites are kind of far enough apart from each other that you're not going to be crowded by your neighbor. Some other good points. The city of Hattiesburg is close by, within about, 15-minute drive. You got things to do there, plenty of places to eat. You got the local university there if you want to catch a ball game. They have a zoo, so you can go to the zoo. There's a military base close by, has a nice museum. So there's things to do here, so that's a positive. If I was going to throw some negatives in, it would be the bathrooms. They're cleaned daily, but they are getting old. They haven't been updated. So yeah, if you want to call that a negative. The sites are not level. They're not crazy unlevel, but just enough. You need to bring some blocks with you so you can level your camper good. Some of the hookups are not at the middle of the pad. They're in the back. So you might have to have several, two, I've seen in some cases even 3 sewer hoses to be able to get to the sewer because it's in the back, it's not in the middle. I don't know, can't really give it too many negatives. The positives far outweigh the negatives. I would highly recommend this park. Why don't we do a rating from 1 to 5 on every park we go to? What would you give this? 1 being the worst, 5 being the best.
I would give it a 4.5.
She's better than me. I give it 3.5. 3.5 4. It's a nice park.
It is. It's a nice park.
Yeah, very nice park. So if you get the chance to come to Paul B. Johnson State Park
Show the lake from here.
in Mississippi, then come on down. I'll tell you, I'll stand up here. I'll turn around. There's the lake right back there. So it's a beautiful park. So if you get the chance, come here. And we're going to sign off. We're going to close this video up. We'll do the next one at the next place we go to. I'll place some slides of some photos that I've taken while we're here, and that'll finish this up. So hit that subscribe button and watch for our next videos. Until then, it's Larry and Santi saying, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.